Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Graz bringing you another episode of Technic Minecraft. This is episode number 68, and we're back in town at our home base, whatever you want to call it. So, right about now, we're just getting supplies. As you've seen, I've started putting some of the other solar panels back in town. So, they're going to actually start helping out about giving us more energy, especially when our reactor goes down. We've gotten to bed so far. And the other thing I do want to grab, this may be very risky, I don't know if it'll work, is I'm going to grab the other teleporter. We've had it on top of the building over here for quite some time. Don't know how well this could possibly work, but the whole ordeal is I'm going to go ahead and just pull it out and put it on Mushroom Island. Now, the requirement for energy when a teleport happens depends on how much you have in your inventory and how much is in the actual MFSU. Or MFE, whatever you choose to use. For this, I don't know, because for a teleport from here to about, I don't know, 2,400 meters, could possibly be well over 10 million EU. Who knows? We're going to find out the hard way, I guess you could call it. Let me see if I just can't go ahead and collect some of this glass fiber cable here, and we're going to go ahead and try to find out today. Well, as you know, excuse me, there's only one way you'll really ever find out. And we're going to do it the hard way. Alright, I thought I had some more brick marble around here. Or marble brick or whatever, but apparently I don't. So I guess that's something that's going to have to get taken care of at some point. Okay, it still should be connected to that teleporter. I really haven't disconnected the actual setup. Everything here looks pretty good. So for the most part, let's just shut up. Oh, locked myself in. Alright, let's just go ahead and get everything squared away. Everything looks pretty good here. We'll go back and fly to Mushroom Island and see how this setup gets working. Coming in for a landing, as you can clearly see, we already have our fountain, but for some reason the water still hasn't quite settled. So that may need a little assistance. And we're going to have to get rid of some of these jellies because they are ridiculously annoying. Because I thought Mushroom Island was a safe place, but it appears it only happens to be safe during the day. Okay, there we go. Now we have the water running the way it should be. Just got to give the little builder a hand every once in a while. Alright, so here we are. Let's go ahead and place the bed. Give the bed an actual use now. And I might as well go ahead and set it as my spawn point and take a quick nap till the morning. Whew, rise and shine. Let's get this day started. We've gotten our teleporter, our MFSU, and of course our lever, or lever, however you want to say it, to get things on the roll. Speaking of which, I did make a second MFSU. As you can see, it's clearly charging right here. So we're getting that thing filled up. Let's go back and try to... Let's see, how do I want to place this? How do I want to set this up, to be honest? I could set the other... Yeah, I think I might just go ahead and set this over here. How much... I may have just enough. Let me double check. I'm sitting here trying to think out... Whoops. Get back in the air. Thank you. I'm thinking out loud, trying to figure out how I'm just going to simply run this right on over. There we go. If I just set this up like so. And then we'll go ahead and have the MFSU set up like this. Okay, that should work. Okay, now we got a little bit of a charge going in. Unfortunately, this still may take a lot of time because of the fact that the mid voltage, it does a lot better than the low voltage, but it still takes some time. And because we have all this stuff in our backpack, yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem as well. Yeah, this thing ain't even turning on. Maybe it's me. Maybe I just have bad placement. Or maybe it's just not working. Who knows? What do we got? Well, that's quite interesting to say the least. Well, my thought process is right now the fact that if I can go back and try to relink these, maybe it'll actually work. That's just the thought process, and maybe by simply just moving the teleporter, it's probably why it stopped working. But I could be very wrong. The only way to find out is to once again try it out and see what happens. So I've already used the transponder to right-click on the one teleporter. We're going to go all the way back now home to go ahead and click on the other one. So hopefully this will work, and I don't know. Quite frankly, I don't know what to really expect. I would have figured the teleporter would have at least fired up. So if this doesn't work, then it means I'm doing something wrong somewhere. And quite frankly, I don't even surprise myself anymore. What can I say? Alright, well this is unfortunate, but it looks like this one is kind of in the same boat. I kind of get the feeling now, the fact that these may have a certain range limit, and I kind of think we surpassed that range limit, so that's probably why these really aren't working. Most unfortunate, but what can I say? It's more than likely what the issue is, because that one was working perfectly before we moved it. So, not much we can really do about that. I would love to have a teleporter on Mushroom Island to come back and forth. It would make the trip a whole lot easier and save a whole lot of bloody time. But what can I say? It's just the way it is. There's not much more to it. Well, adventuring back to Mushroom Island, I actually found the first ever village in this whole series of Technic Minecraft. Look, we actually have some testificates over here. Holy crap! Wow, they actually look like Ewoks. Or some venture of the sort. I'm going to have to actually landmark this area. This is like the first actual founding of civilization. There we go. I'll just call it village, of course, because it is what it is. I don't know what else to call it, but hey, it's great. And the whole sad part is I've actually been passing this thing on the way to Mushroom Island. Oh, wait a minute, there's brown ones. Then we have a white one. Is this like an elder or something? Who knows? Can we right-click you? I doubt it. Yeah. This is still 1.2.5, so we can't trade with them, really. But I mean, still, it's kind of cool. Well, this is a nice little area. It's okay. I don't want to be locked in here, but I would love to get out. Do they have any interesting chests or anything of the such? Okay, this looks like the smithy. And he's got ancient weapons, pickaxe of the core. That's kind of cool, I guess. 2 iron ingots, bread. I don't know, I think I might have tried pickaxe of the core one time, and I really was disappointed by it. Oh wait, never mind, I remember now. It was... Actually, it smelts whatever you mine, so if you get like a vein of gold, it will actually smelt those gold into gold ingots. As you smelt. Well, as you mine, not smelt, what am I talking about? Don't mind me. There I go again, saying random stuff. Well, I guess this must be it for the most part. This is the place with the bookshelves. Another crafting table. Okay, well, whatever. Congratulations, you've been found, and you are now on the map. At some point, we will come back to you. But in the meantime, I'm going to go back to what I originally intended, and that's Mushroom Island. The little farm area over there. And like I said, we're going to come back to you and revisit at some point. So it's kind of like at a halfway point. That's pretty cool. I never noticed that. Figured all this time I was looking around, I spent one episode searching and couldn't find any signs of life. And meanwhile, here they were, just a couple, maybe 100 meters off of my normal pathway. So go figure. It's pretty cool though. Well, this is interesting. I went ahead and did right-click on the other teleporter again. I tried reestablishing the link, and now apparently the link works. So this is pretty cool. Are you kidding me? I must be far enough away to where the MFSU isn't charging. So I know this ain't gonna be enough to get me back home. Oh yeah, to say the least. We're just gonna have to go ahead and wait because ain't no way. It's not nearly enough energy. Maybe this will work? Who knows? Downside is I do have a lot of stuff in my backpack that it's kind of... yeah. Okay, well there's some marble brick that was in there. I was looking for before. Okay, well there's one of the mushroom cows. Weren't there more? Whoa, okay, there's werewolf. We don't need him. So I guess the population cuts down. Oh no, they're all down here. This is where all the cool cows hang out. We got a couple down there. We got 3 of them down there. What are they having? A mating session? Good lord. There's a couple of other ones over here too. Then we actually have what appears to be some kind of underwater opening. Maybe toward an underwater cavern or some sort. Kind of like our previous stronghold opening. Where are we going now? Who knows? The water is taking me where it wants to go. Okay. I didn't intend for all this, but since we're here, may as well go ahead and take a look at what's going on. Okay, the water goes all the way down. We got dumped off here for some reason. Okay, whatever's around here, which looks like a lot of tin. Or some sorts. I thought I may have been here one time before. I'm pretty sure I was. At least I think. I can't guarantee that. There's some more mushrooms. Okay, I can't remember to be 100% certain, but at least we got some V crystals around here. The water goes all the way down here, so this has to be lava somewhere, or more V crystals. Oh yeah, that's lava. Oh yeah, this is a whole bunch of lava. And oh, where are you taking me? Down to more lava. Wow. Good stuff. Alright, well that was fun. Let's try to get back out of here. Preferably away from burning lava. Even though I have an amulet, I still get kind of I still get uneasy around lava. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I do believe that Mushroom Island has a stronghold. Really? Really? Oh, come on. I got 3 torches. How am I supposed to explore this with 3 torches? And I put 1 in the water. Good job. What is this? I believe we found a stronghold on Mushroom Island. Too bad it's just here. Is this like... It's gotta be some kind of... Get up there and get it. No, this is marble. Never mind. This is basically then... This is the pack playing with my nerves. This is the texture pack playing with me. What in the... Whoa! Hello? What in the world? So basically all we found was a marble cave. That's all. I was gonna say... I thought we'd found something important. It's just a bloody marble cave. They're a dime a dozen. Alright, let's get out of here then. That's an imposter. It's a wannabe. That's something that got my hopes up, and then it was like, ah, whatever. Come on. Come on. What in the world? Don't tell me you're destroying mushrooms. Don't destroy them mushrooms. You're a jerk. Here. Take you out. No point let you destroy the terrain. I'll do that. Well, we went ahead and slept through the day. As you can see, the sun's going down. We basically woke up at dusk. The whole purpose of this being is to wait and let this MFSU do a little charging. We've gotten 2.8 million EU in here. So I just want to see if this makes it possible to actually travel. Nope. It's kind of disappointing, but at the same time, I'm not really disappointed because I had a feeling 2.8 would be what probably wasn't going to be enough. Between everything I have in my backpack and the distance that's going to be required, I would be surprised if it was anything under roughly 6 million. That's just that's a guesstimate basically on my part. I probably could make things a little bit easier by dumping off some of these engines. Now, of course, I have nothing buildcraft over here to put down yet, but still, I probably should at least put these in a chest. That way, I'm not lugging them around the whole time. Same thing with these blueprints and this dirt. I didn't even know I brought construction foam, so I totally forgot about that. And at least that'll come in handy at some point, right? I could use that for something. Marble brick, I gotta go back and patch that roof, so I should probably hold on to that. Stone waterproof pipe, that's gotta go back home with the other chest where all the piping and everything I have in is. I don't know, trying to cut back on what I have in my inventory, I have almost a specific reason for having certain stuff in there, so whatever. What in the world? Oh, come on. These stupid jellies. That's it, fall over the edge. Now, with the medium voltage solar panels, they're great for the MFEs, but as you can see with the MFSU, it takes some time. It's going to take some... What in the world? What? No, I thought you were gone. Get out of here. As you can see, it's going to take some time because it's 10 million EU, and this one, from a fresh charge, probably took about 2 days so far to get to almost 4. It's 3.9, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. Basically, that's going to be a little bit of a problem. This one, from 1 day, is about, what? 2.84, somewhere around there. It's just going to take some time, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be stuck doing some waiting. Alright, so we roughly slept 24, maybe 36 hours. We literally slept through a whole day, at least. And MFSU has roughly 5.3 million. Is it enough to do a teleport? Well, apparently it was enough to teleport me there. I don't know what that means. To be honest, I don't know what that means. Maybe we are still too far away from the other one and it can't teleport me? Who very well knows. Oh well, I'm going to have to go back the long way and do some quick work. I'm going to go back and get some materials. I'm going to go ahead and try to upgrade these panelings. This is probably the most expensive thing I've pretty much freaking built. Alright, so we've gotten 48 medium voltage solar arrays. 48. That is a lot. I mean, a lot of regular solar panels. Wow. Alright, before we can even put them to use, we have to make high voltage transformers. Alright, so this is the deal. I want to put those in there. Put energy crystals. We've gotten these four times insulated high voltage cables. To make these, you basically, yeah, rubber and 2 times insulated high voltage cable, or you can just basically do that. Either way, 2 rubber insulated high voltage cable. To get high voltage cable, you take refined iron, 4 blocks of rubber. There you go. There's your insulated cable. It comes out 4 apiece. Phew. I mean, ridiculous. Sorry about all that. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, so I want to split these up because I want to make 6. I'm replacing the medium voltage solar arrays outside. Alright, so here is our electronic circuit we have to use. And we get high voltage transformer. So I'm just going to just quickly make these at least as quickly as I can anyway, by clicking. There's a lot of freaking clicking going on lately. There we go. So we've gotten these set up. Here's our 6. Alright, now medium voltage, same way as our low voltage. You make them just like that. I'm just going to go ahead, break them down like so, and make some funky pattern like I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm making. I don't even know what I'm doing. You get the idea. Okay, there we go. That took long enough, didn't it? Alright, so we've gotten these in here set up. High voltage solar array panels. There's our 6. Good. It's finally done and squared away. Alright, we got that done. Daylight's already out. Let's get to it. Where's my panels? Go ahead, put these up here. And let's charge this sucker up. Let's see how fast this goes. This wolf is driving me nuts. Die, you stupid thing. Come back here. Yeah, whatever. You. I don't know where these V blobs come from, but they can go with the wolf. Alright, so how's this holding up with a charge? For 6 of them, that's relatively pretty quick. So I could see this being more than 2 million EU a day, I can tell you that right now. I'd say about 4 or 5. So let's sleep through the day one more time. We'll pull the 3rd shift. And believe me, I'm pretty much used to pulling the 3rd shift. Alright, let's just go sleep through the dusk. See what turns up. If that was, I don't know, I'd say probably about 6 million. At least 6 million. Maybe 8. Somewhere in there. Or completely full. It just goes to show you what I know. Don't listen to me. Alright, will this work? What? Okay, well it did take roughly 6. I don't know what all that was about, but whatever. I wonder if I left the one on at home. If I left the one on at home, that's probably why I got sent back here. You've got to be kidding me. Unreal. Unfreaking real. And by the way, if you see this splash screen, this is called Insomnia. This is an Insomnia mod, and it can be a real pain in the rear end if you don't have the proper building, because it allows mobs to come in and take you out virtually. Most commonly known for this would be the Ogre, of course. To destroy your house, break your dreams, and pretty much leave you a broken person after most of your stuff was broken. Alright, yeah, well, whatever. Let's go back home and try it from that end. Well, sure enough, there it was. Teleporter was on, so probably just teleported back right to where I was before. Alright, we gotta take this down. This is inefficient because, yeah. Well, anyway, it did teleport me back here, which is cool, but guess what? I didn't want to come back here. And now I'm stuck here. Oh, man. Alright. You know what? That's got to go. We're going to make a pressure plate, and then that'll be our system. No more switches. Switches suck. But at least the sun's able to go ahead and recharge this pretty quickly. My whole day was wasted going back to freaking fix this thing. You gotta be kidding me, man. Come on. There we go. No more switch. That means we won't be disrupted by any more random transportations here. Got a little kick plate over here. My little pressure plate, excuse me. As you can see, not much is really going on because, well, quite frankly, it's not even connected. But if we add that, that's a different story. Will it work? There we go. As you can see, teleports quite nicely. No more completely random sucking up all the energy type deal. Okay, we got 10,000, well, 10 million EU right there. There we go. Great stuff. Nice little transportation method. And it roughly costs, looks like maybe 3.3 million EU. So that's an interesting amount. Okay, I think I better move this one over just a tad bit. Put a little more redstone right there, or red wire, don't matter. Well, I don't have any on me, so. Alright, pressure plate, good enough right there. Yeah, 3.2 million doesn't have enough, so it's at least 3.3 million. So it's okay. Less than I thought. I thought it'd be around 6-some million, but it's 3.3. And that's pretty cool. So we actually have instant transportation back home and whatnot. So at least we can come all the way out to Mushroom Island and have some fun out here and go home and get more supplies. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you found it informative or entertaining, or maybe even both. If so, then please give it a thumbs up. Give it a good rating, thumbs up, whatever it's called. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and if not, then just simply fake it. Please leave questions, comments, or suggestions down below in the comment area. I'd love to hear from you, all my viewers. I will see you again next time for more Minecraft goodness.